Hey fish followers, Luis here from Follow Me Fishing. So we're out here today in this pocket in the river that we found yesterday where the carps were being really aggressive. It's pretty quiet out here right now. I don't see any signs of any carp. Ideally, I don't fish for carp in weathers like this. Today it's overcast, it's a little bit cooler, and it's windier. I usually like fishing for carp when the sun is out and it's nice and hot. The water's calm because you can see in the water, you can see where the carps are. Carp fishing is a different style of fishing. It's a little more slow paced, kind of like catfishing, but so you're not sitting out there for a long time not catching anything. You do want to know where the carp are, which is why I like fishing when it's nice and sunny. The only reason I made an exception for today is because when we found this area out here yesterday, the carps were out here. There was a whole bunch of them in this pocket in the river, and they were everywhere. So if I was to guess, I would think that they were probably spawning. So I'm guessing they're still out here, maybe just hanging out in the bottom of the water. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set up my line because my pole is set up for catfishing right now. I'm gonna set it up for carp fishing. I'm gonna go ahead and chump some bait in the water, and then I'm gonna get back and I'm gonna explain everything that I'm doing to you. Only because, again, this is a slower style of fishing. We're gonna have more time for things like this. So I'll show you my setup. So let's get out there. Okay, so just want to show you guys what I'm doing. This here is my pack bait. I made this last night, had it sitting in the fridge, so this is good to go. All this is here is just a can of corn, oatmeal, grits. Got strawberry jello in there. It gives it a nice sweet taste and smell, really sugary. This here is my method feeder. This is what I use for carp fishing. It's got a weight on the bottom. When you cast this out in the water, no matter, you know, it's always going to land this way, and the pack bait is going to be right on top. And what I have at the end is a hairline rig with some corn and just an exposed hook. The hook is not going to be exposed. It's actually going to be hidden in the pack bait. When the carp comes and starts eating at this, as soon as they get hooked, they run, and then this thing will just pull off my main line, and it will allow the carp to just run. And then it's just a matter of playing with the drag, not letting, not tightening up the line, because the carps will break your line. These carps are really fast runners. They will just go, and you got to kind of let them go and bring them in and just play around like that. So right now I'm just going to pack this up, get the pack bait, put it on there. Now when you're making this pack bait, you want to make sure that you make it to where you can actually just let me adjust this camera here. You want to make it to where it's sticky, it's not falling apart, and it's hard. So even when you throw it in the water, it's not going to fall apart in the water. So you see, there it is. That's all it is. This is my pack bait. It's going to land like this. All I'm going to do is I'm going to hide the hook in there like this. Keep my corn exposed. The hook gets hidden in there. And if you have to throw more pack on top of that, just do so. It's perfectly okay. There you go. This is how I fish for carp. Now, I'm not going to say this is my method, guys. I actually learned this from somebody who I follow their channel. His name is Luke. He's from Catfish and Carp, and all he does is just fish for catfish and carp. I don't know if he got this from anyone else, but I got this from him, and I'm sharing it with you guys. This stuff works. Every time I use it, I do catch carp. Like I said, it's just a matter of finding where the carp are. So now, while I was setting up, I did some chumming. So I already threw some of that pack bait stuff in the water, and I'm just gonna go ahead and cast this. And as you can see, very different from yesterday. There's no signs of carp anywhere. I'm hoping they're still out there, but we're gonna find out. That's perfect. So that actually, where it landed is always gonna land facing up, like I told you guys. So I'm just gonna, there you go. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of tension on my line. I don't know if you can see the line, but I'm just putting a little bit of tension on there. I did chum out in that area, so that if there is carp out there, they should be feeding shortly, hopefully. All right, and I just set my drag. So now, this is where I was telling you guys it's a waiting game now. So the line is out there, just a matter of see if the carp come and starts eating it. And this is my setup here. I have my chair, I have my net. I did need to bring my net out today. These carps get pretty big. The last time I was out, caught a carp, I was with my son, and he actually helped me with the netting. And the carp we caught couldn't even fit in this net here. We actually had to, he actually had to like scoop it out of the water. That's how big it was. So my net is not even big enough for these carps, but I have it out here. Got my coffee, and I'm just gonna hang out here, wait till the fish bites. And I'm going to be doing some studying, just doing questions, preparing for the boards for the nursing program. And this is it, guys. So I'm going to back up a little bit here just so you can see my setup, what I have going on. It's a little bit more slow pace for carp fishing. See the lines in the water. I don't have to put the bell on there because once the carp goes, the line is just gonna run, and I'll know that I have a carp. So it's just a waiting game now. I did bring my other pole just in case we do some bass fishing if we don't catch any carp out here. Again, not the ideal weather that I like to fish carp, but they were out here yesterday jumping around very aggressively, and I'm hoping that they're still out there today. So it's just a waiting game now, guys. I'll start filming again if anything happens. Guys, quick update. So it's been a little over an hour, no sign of any carp. My line's been in the water this whole time. Been doing some questions and studying. No signs of any carp here. They probably moved along the river somewhere. This is just a pocket where they were yesterday. But there's a lot of factors that could explain what's going on. You know, there's a big temperature change between yesterday and today. Yesterday was nice and warm. Fish were really active over here, the carp were. Today it's colder. You can see I got my sweater jacket on. It's cooler, windier, but I'm not gonna hang around anymore. It's been a little bit over an hour. I told you guys that carp is a little bit of a slower style of fishing. However, the bait that I have in there, if there was carp here, we would have gotten something by now. You never want to sit around and wait too long. You don't want to spend the whole day waiting somewhere and not catching anything. This is why when it comes to carp, I like fishing when the sun is out and you can see through the water, because that way you can see if there's carp there or not. Here we can't see. I just came here because they were active yesterday, but again, with this change in temperature, that also changes the behavior. There is another spot up along the river where I've caught carp before. There's another pocket. I'm gonna go see if maybe they're over there. If not, then we're just gonna go ahead and do some bass fishing today. So I'm gonna pack up. We're gonna go ahead and move along the river and check out this other spot. Again, we've been here a little over an hour. The bait that I am using now is like a no-fail bait for carp. If they were here, they would have eaten something by now. So we're just gonna go ahead and move along. Let's continue fishing, guys, and just keep following me. Let's go. All right, guys, so here we are. We moved further up in the river. I do see some gentlemen fishing out there. They're probably trying to catch stripers. So the river's moving along pretty well. I mean, it's not smooth water, so I don't think we're gonna have any luck with carp today, but we're still gonna go check out these spots, do a little scouting first before I bring my stuff down, because it is quite a little hike. So before I bring everything down, I want to make sure that there is carp here. If not, then we're just gonna drive around and do some bass fishing. So let's go see. All right, so I just want you guys to see this. This is another part of the Housatonic River. This is where I caught the carp. But as you can see, the water is not still. It's flowing. It's windy out today. We have some guys out here trying to catch stripers, because they do have stripers that run along this water, but they haven't had any luck. Temperature change will affect the fish's behavior. In cold water, they become more lethargic. They don't want to do anything. So up here, there's a pocket where I've seen carp settle as well. So I'm gonna check out that pocket. If there's nothing here, then we're just gonna go do some bass fishing. So let's go check that out. All right, guys, so this is the other pocket I've been talking about. As you can see, it's not still. There's movement because of the wind, It's causing ripples. It's overcast, so you really can't see in the water. Ideally, if it was super sunny and the water was still, you can see in the water, you can see if the carp is here. At this right now, you cannot. So there's no way I'm going to go ahead and bring my stuff out here, because it would just be wasting time. I don't know if they're here. I don't know if we're going to catch anything. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to go do some bass fishing. Hey guys, quick update. So no luck with the carps today. I went to check out another spot, and they were not anywhere. There was like no sign of carp anywhere. So there has been a change in temperature between yesterday and today. For some reason, it was a big drop. It's actually colder today, windier, cloudier. So it does change the fish's behavior. It does change their pattern of what they're doing. So instead, before we call it a day, I came out here to Beacon Falls. There's this pond I've been to before but never fished it, and I hear they do have bass here. So we're gonna come out here and we're gonna see if we can catch some bass. Okay, the water is pretty clear, so I decided to go with a white spinner bait. See if we catch anything. As you can see, it's super windy, fast moving water. Pretty sure the fish are going to be looking for a moving bait. So the water is pretty clear. I decided to go with white. That's a fish. Fish on. Look at that. He jumped out of the water. White spinner bait. So thank you, little guy, for eating my spinner bait. I hope you can see it's a largemouth. That's his mouth right there. Let's do the release. Oh, he wants to. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's get this guy back. There he goes. He was anxious to get back. So reeling in the white spinnerbait, he went right after it along the bank. So it looks like that's what they're doing. The water is flowing in this way, so that's the direction I started bringing in the spinnerbait. And I think they're just waiting for something to be washed down. That's how I caught him, along the bank, parallel to the bank. So let's cast there again and keep going. All right guys, so that does it for me for today. I think I officially became the one fish guy. For some reason, every time I come out here, I only catch one fish, whether it's because they stop biting or I just lose them. Today I lost one, caught one. It's all good though. I'm sorry we didn't get to catch any carp. I was really hoping for it today. The weather was just not helping us. Big difference between yesterday and today. Yesterday it was sunny, humid, warm. The water was calm, the fish were active. I did post a video where I show you how the carps are so aggressive in the water yesterday. Feel free to go check that out. Today it was completely still, quiet, no signs of any carp anywhere. I'm glad I was able to show you the carp bait that I use. Once again, I got that from Luke from Catfish and Carp. I will link his channel down at the bottom. Feel free to go check him out. He does awesome fishing. He catches big catfish, he catches big carps. He's always out there fishing with his kids. It's great. Awesome family guy. I definitely say go check him out. He also has some cool tips and pointers about catching catfish and carp. But all right, so that does it for me for today, guys. It is now lunchtime. I'm gonna go home and spend the rest of the day with the family, see what everybody's up to. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for those who subscribe to my channel. Continue to follow me fishing. And just let me know in the comments what you guys think of the channel so far. What would you like to see? What do you want me to bring to this channel for you guys to see? And I will try to do so. I know I don't put out much fishing time out there. Again, I have to really like divide my time. I can't solely dedicate it to fishing, although I wish I could. But you know, I have to, you know, separate this. This is not the way I make a living, so I have to separate this between what I like to do, which is, you know, doing this channel for you guys, and what I have to do, which is like work, you know, be a family guy, kids, wife. So now we're in the process of buying a home and moving, so it's gonna get pretty busy. I'm gonna continue to try to bring you guys footages, but I wish I could be out here longer. But like I said, I do have to manage my time and divide myself up so I can make sure I do everything that I need to do. So thank you guys. Thank you for once again joining me in this channel. Please comment, help me out, let me know what you guys want to see, what do you want me to incorporate in this channel, and I will do so. So that's it for me, guys. Until next time, continue to follow me fishing, continue to like, comment, subscribe to the videos, and until next time, guys, peace out.